All right, so we're gonna start class today with a long box. You guys are gonna start with your foot bars all the way down, and then we're gonna begin with a blue spring. So to begin, just have your long box right in the center of your carriages, and then we're gonna stand right in front of your reformer, facing the box, right in front of your foot bar. Arms are just gonna begin nice and long at your sides, and you guys are gonna take an inhale. We're gonna reach the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are gonna be flipped up. And then on an exhale, we're gonna dive forward, and hands are just gonna take the two front corners of the box. Now from there, we're just gonna press that box out nice and long away from us, finding a length in the back of the legs, length in the spine, opening up the chest, maybe stretching out the shoulders. And then we're tucking the pelvis, rounding through the spine to bring that carriage back in. Again, pressing that carriage out away from you, finding that length again in the back of the legs, the spine, the chest, the shoulders, and then tucking the pelvis, rounding through the spine to bring it back in. And we're gonna do two more, pushing it out, finding that length, and then again, tuck the pelvis, round through the spine to bring it back in. And then last one, pressing that carriage out, and then tuck around and bring it all the way back in. Now once you come back in, both hands are going to go to the right corner of the box, and then you're going to press that carriage out away from you. Think about opening up from the left side of the body, and then you're going to tuck around and bring it back in. Again, pushing that carriage out, opening up from that left side, and then tuck around, bring it back in, and you might get a deeper stretch on that left side as you come back in. We're going to do two more, pressing it out, tuck around, bring it back in, and then last one, pressing out, and then tuck around, bring it all the way back in. Once you guys come back in, both hands are going to go to the left side of the box, and then same thing, you're going to push that carriage out, then kind of lean into that right side, open up that right side of the body, and then tuck the pelvis round through the spine to bring it back in. Again, pushing it away, and then tuck around and bring it back in. We're going to do two more. Press it out, open up from that right side, tuck around and come back in. Again, you might get that deeper stretch as you bring it back in. And then last one, push it away, kind of lean into that right side, and then tucking, rounding, bring it all the way back in. Then once you guys come back in, both hands are just going to go to each corner again. Press that box out just one more time. Same thing, feel that length in the backs of your legs, length in the spine, open up the chest, the shoulders, and then tuck the pelvis around through the spine, bring it all the way back in. Once you come back in, switch to a middle red spring or a medium spring. Take that blue spring off, and then we're going to sit on your boxes facing the straps. Just make sure headrest is going to be all the way down when you guys sit on your box. Feet are going to go into your headrest, and then we're going to take the long loops into your hands, and we're sitting far enough forward onto the box so that our spines can roll all the way down. So arms are just nice and long at your sides to start, sitting up nice and tall on top of your sits bones. On an exhale, you're going to start to tuck your pelvis and just begin to roll your spines down onto that box. Think one vertebrae at a time, thinking lengthen your tailbone out to the wall in front of you. So really tucking that pelvis. Once your shoulders hit, let the head go back if you feel comfortable. If you don't let your head go back. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin up to the chest, and then just think one vertebrae at a time. You're rolling your spines all the way back up. Inhaling at the top, and then again, exhale, tuck that pelvis. Start to roll your spine down one vertebrae at a time. When the shoulders hit, if your head feels okay, let the head go back on an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin back up to the chest, one vertebrae at a time. Peel yourself all the way up off the box. Take an inhale, and then last one, exhale, tuck, roll yourself back again, tuck, reach your tailbone out to the wall in front of you. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulders hit, head goes down or back on an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin up to the chest, and then rolling your spines all the way back up, sitting up nice and tall. Now we're gonna add in with that. So on your exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis and just start to roll all the way back down onto your box. Once the shoulders hit, keep the eyes looking to your abdominals. Take an inhale. Exhale, both knees are gonna drop into tabletop. Low back is down into the box, so no neutral spine. Inhale, we're gonna reach the legs out away from us. And then exhale, we're gonna pull the knees back in, let the low back go down. Inhale, reach the legs out. Exhale, pull the knees back in. 3 more. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. Reach it out. Pull the knees in. Last one. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull the knees back in. Set the feet down. If you feel comfortable, let the head go back. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin out to the chest. 1 vertebrae at a time, lifting yourselves all the way up, nice and tall again. And then let's go back down. So exhale, tuck, roll your spines back down onto that box. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw both knees up into tabletop. Again, low back flat. Now inhale, open your arms out to a T. And then exhale, bring the palms right back down to your hips. Inhale, open. Feel those deltoids and those traps working. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. Exhale to return. Try to relax your neck as best you can. And then last one, inhale, open. Exhale, back. Set the feet down. Let the head go back again if it feels okay. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, curl the chin back up to the chest. 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling yourself all the way back up. And then just sitting up nice and tall. Now let's combine those 2 movements together for your double leg stretch. So on an exhale, tuck the pelvis and just start to roll yourselves down onto that box. Eyes stay looking to your abdominals. Take an inhale once the shoulders hit. Exhale, knees drop into tabletop. At the same time, reach legs out, open your arms out to a T, and then exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, open, exhale, back in. Let's do 3 more. 2. And then last one. Set the feet down, let the head go back. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl that chin up to the chest, 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll yourselves up, and it should be more challenging each time we come up from those exercises. We're gonna pause again at the top for an inhale, and then we're gonna go back down. So on your exhale, tuck the pelvis, start to roll yourselves back down. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, knees drop into tabletop. Now this time, both legs go straight up to the ceiling, low back down. Inhale, lower the right leg down. Exhale, hook into the right oblique to bring it back up. Inhale, left leg lowers. Left oblique brings it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's just do 1 more on each leg. Last one. Bend the knees, set the feet down, let the head again go back. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin out to the chest. And again, 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling your spines all the way back up. And then just sitting back at the top. Let's do 1 more abdominal exercise before we go into our teasers. So on an exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis. Just start to roll the spines right back down into the mat. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, knees drop into tabletop. Both legs are gonna reach nice and long up to the ceiling. Inhale, both legs are gonna lower down. And then exhale, carving out your low abdominals to lift. Inhale, lower both legs down. Exhale to lift. 3 more. And 2. And then last one. Bend the knees. Set the feet down. Let the head go back. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin back up towards your chest. 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll it all the way up. And then just sit up nice and tall. All right, we're gonna go into teasers. So if you guys would like these a little easier, feel free to use your short loops or even the clip instead of your long loops. If you want a little more challenging, stay on your long loops. So sitting up nice and tall. On your exhale, start to tuck your pelvis. Begin to roll your spines back 1 vertebrae at a time.
Once you let the shoulders hit, take an inhale. Exhale, knees drop into tabletop. And then let's let the head go back to begin. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl the chin onto the chest. Start to lift yourselves up into your teaser position. Inhale. And then exhale, roll your spines back down. Bend the knees back into tabletop. Let the head go back on the inhale. Exhale, curl the chin up to the chest, lifting yourselves up, right up into that teaser. Take an inhale, and then exhale, roll it all the way back down. Let the head go back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, curl the chin up to the chest, lift yourselves up into that teaser. Hold, inhale, exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, head goes back. Last one, exhale, curl the chin to the chest, lift it up into the teaser, hold. Let's take a few inhales, few exhales, hold that teaser. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, roll it back down, set the feet down, let the head go back. Take an inhale, last roll up, curl the chin up to the chest, 1 vertebrae at a time, roll it on up, and then just sit up nice and tall. All right. Hang those long loops back up. Step yourselves off of your boxes, and the boxes can go back for now. All right, so once the boxes go back, we're gonna go onto your footwork. So foot bars are gonna go to the top position. You can go onto either 2 outside reds and a blue, which will be a lighter setting, 3 reds, or 3 reds and a blue, which will be heavy. Just know we're gonna do some unilateral work today if that does change your springs. So go ahead, lie yourselves down, head rest up or down, your choice. And then we're gonna start with the heels on the foot bar, parallel with each other, and then just about sits bones distance away. In our neutral spines, we're just finding ourselves in that Pilates imprint. So we're feeling our pelvis nice and heavy, our ribs, our shoulders, our arms, and our head. And then on an inhale, we're gonna go ahead and just press the carriage out. And then on our exhale, pulling that carriage back in. Inhale to lengthen away, and then exhale to come back in. Make sure that you're holding that neutral spine the entire time. So as you press, that sacrum should be nice and heavy, and then as you come back in, sacrum and pelvis are just lying nice and heavy on your carriages. Let's just do 3, 2, and then last one. Good. Now once we come back in, we're going to keep the right heel on. Left knee is going to drop into tabletop. Again, find that nice heavy pelvis. Inhale as we press out, and then exhale to pull back in. So the focus behind our unilateral work is going to be to help or to keep that pelvic stability. So we want to feel it lying nice and heavy from the right side to the left side of the pelvis, not favoring one side over the other. Let's do 2 more. Exhale to bring it back in. Last one, inhale out. Exhale in, set that left foot down. Draw your right knee up into tabletop. Same thing, pelvis is equally weighted. Inhale, press that left leg out. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale out. Exhale back. Push and pull. Feel that left leg into the glute working. And we're gonna do 2. And then last one. Good. Set that right foot down. Arches of your feet are gonna come onto the foot bar. Think curl the toes over, reach the heels underneath, and then inhale, press. Exhaling to bring it back in. Inhale, push away. Exhale to come back. Push and pull. Out and in. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's do 3. Keeping that neutral spine. 2. And then last one, out, in, and then just keep yourselves in. Keep that right foot on. Left leg this time is gonna reach over that foot bar. We're gonna press the carriage out, bend that left knee into tabletop. Reach it over the foot bar as we come back in for bicycles. Press, bend, reach over. Inhale out, exhale back. Think about those low abdominals drawing in and up your spine on each exhale as you pull that carriage back in. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Set that left foot down, curl the toes, reach the heel, extend that right leg nice and long. Go ahead, press, bend, and exhale, reach over. Inhale out, exhale in again. Find that nice heavy pelvis. Think equally weighted from the right side to the left. It's not shifting up and down as we move this right leg. We're gonna do 3, 2, last one. Set that foot right back down. Toes and balls of your feet are going to go onto the foot bar. And then inhale, press both legs out. Exhale, pull that carriage back in. Think equally weighted throughout all 10 toes. Inhale out, exhale back in. Push and pull. Let's go 3, 2, and then last one. Good, now same thing. Keep those right toes on. Extend that left leg nice and long over the foot bar. We're gonna press, bend that left knee. Reach it under the foot bar as we come in. Press, bend, reach over as we come back in. Making that pelvic stability just a little more challenging. Think equally weighted throughout all 5 of those right toes. Pelvis is nice and heavy. Exhaling as we come in, inhaling as we press. One more under, and then let's finish with it over. And then set those left toes right back down. Right leg reaches over. Inhale as we press out, we bend. Exhale, reach leg under as we come in. Inhale, press, bend. Exhale, reach over. Same thing. Pelvis is nice and heavy. Inhaling as we go out. Exhaling as we pull back in. Drawing those low abdominals in and up our spines as we pull that carriage back. Let's do one more under. Finish with it over. And then set both toes back onto the foot bar. Press that carriage all the way out. And we're going to start our runs from here, bending one knee and lowering the opposite heel. And then let's keep one heel lowered, one knee bent. Curl the tops of the toes onto the foot bar. Just rock it back and forth from big toe to little toe. And then let's go ahead and switch. And then both toes can go back on. Lower both heels underneath the foot bar. Stay for your calf and Achilles stretch. Lift the heels up, bend the knees. Bring the carriage all the way back in, and we'll sit off to the left hand sides of our reformers. All right, so foot bar is going to stay up. We're just going to go on to a green spring or a heavy spring. And then we're going to grab our long boxes. All right, so we're going to lie on our stomachs on the boxes, facing the foot bars. And then legs are going to be nice and wide. Hands are going to go onto the foot bars. And then we're going to go in for swan. So think active legs. We're going to press our arms all the way out, and we're going to hold it out there. Shoulders are going to draw down into their back pockets. And then from there, we're going to start to lift the chest up off the box. Then keep that tone through your legs and your glutes. Shoulders down, collarbones stay wide. Lower yourselves back down onto the box. And then bending the elbows to come back in. Again, pressing out. Set the shoulders down. Start to lift the chest up off the box. Keep that tone through your legs and your glutes. Lower the chest back down. Bend the elbows to come back in. And we're going to do 2 more. Push it out. Shoulders down. Lifting the chest up. Think it almost reaches through your arms as you come up into that extension. Lower yourselves back down. Bend the elbows to come back in. We're going to do 1 more. Push it out. Shoulders down, lifting up into that extension, lowering it back down, and then bending to bring it back in. Now we're going to go in for push-ups. I'm going to add on an extra spring. I'm going to go for a blue or a light spring. So I have a heavy and a light. Both hands are going to be on the foot bar. We're going to press it out, and then bend to come back in. Keep that tone through your legs and your glutes. Pushing away and bending. This is 4 and 5. We're going to do 10 total. Slow and controlled as you come back in. 2 more. And then last one. And then we're going to take those springs off. We're going to go onto a middle red or a medium spring. So the blue spring and the green one can come off. Foot bars are going to lie all the way down. We're going to step off of our boxes. Now, we're going to lie back on our stomachs and we're going to face the opposite direction. So hand onto the corner, thigh to lie down. Once you lie down, come to about your pectoral crease or your bra line. Hands are going to take the rubber part of the straps, and then we're going to lift the straps off the pegs. Arms are going to go out in front of you. Head is heavy, chest is heavy, and we're going in for pulling straps 1 and 2. Legs are zipped together unless this is an issue for your low back. On an inhale, we're going to pull the palms towards the hips, lifting the chest up off the box. Hold it right here. Think lengthen out through the crown of your head. Send your tailbone to your heels, and then exhale, lower yourselves all the way back down onto the box. We're just going to do 2 more. Inhale, pull back, lift the chest, think send the crown of the head forward, tailbone gets into your heels, and then exhale, lowering yourselves right back down. Last one. Inhale, pull back, lift, reach through, and then exhale, lower yourselves all the way back down. Now, take these short loops into your hands. Arms are going to open out to a T. 3 of your pulling straps too. So we're going to pull the palms back to the hips, lift the chest, pinch the shoulder blades together, lengthen out through the crown of the head, and then exhale, return the arms back out to that high T. Inhale, pull back, pinch the shoulder blades, and then exhale, return it back. Last one, inhale, pull back, lift the chest, exhale, return back down, lower your arms, relax those legs for a second. And we're going to combine those 2 movements together. So we're going to keep the short loops in your hands. Arms are going to just be nice and long. Legs are nice and heavy to start. They're zipped together. Starting with our pulling straps 1, we're going to inhale, pull the palms back to the hips, lift the chest. From there, exhale, open your arms out to the sides of the room, go to a T, go with your arms out in front of you, and then lower the arms and the chest back down right into that start position. Again, inhale, pull back, lift the chest. Exhale, open the arms out to the T, go out in front of you, and then lower back down. 1 more. Inhale, pull back, lift. Exhale, open the arms, reach them out in front of you, lower back down, and then we're going to reverse. So we're going to lift up into like a little Superman pose. We're going to pull the palms to the hips. We're going to go all the way down to the sides of the carriage to lower back down. Again, we're going to inhale, lift up into Superman, pull to a T. From the T, go to your hips, and then exhale, just return it all the way back down. Last one. Inhale, Superman. Keep that inhale as we pull to the T. To the T, you go to the hips, and then exhale, return it all the way back down. Good. Take your long loops into your hands. You guys are going to sit yourselves up off of your boxes. We're going to sit on our boxes with the long loops. We're going to face the foot bars. And then we're going to sit right at the edge of the box so that we can go into some back strokes. And we're going to start with teaser preps. But since we already did teasers, I will not make you do teasers again. So arms are nice and long. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start with your J curve. You're going to tuck your pelvis and just roll yourselves off of your sits bones. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring both knees just up into tabletop. Now from this little teaser prep, we're just going to start to roll our spines down. As we roll down, keep the knees in tabletop. Start to bend your elbows into a 90-degree angle, just like your tricep press. We're gonna hold this, I should say looking to your abdominals. On an inhale, we're gonna reach the arms and legs straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, open the arms and legs wide out to the sides of the room. Zip them together in for a hundreds position, and then bend the knees and the elbows back in. 3 more. Arms and legs go up. Arms and legs open wide out to the sides. Zip them together for 100. Hold that 100, bend, and bring it back in. 2 more. Shoot them straight up. Open them wide out to the sides. Zip them together. Hold, bend, bring it back in. Last one, arms and legs go up. Arms and legs open wide out to the sides. Zip them together. Hold, and then bend and bring it back. Let your feet go down. Let your head go back. And then just drop the straps to the sides. Legs are going to go nice and long. Arms are going to open out to a T. We're going to come up into an unweighted teaser. So take an inhale. Exhale, curl the chin up to the chest. Start to lift your spine. Lift your legs up. Hold. Woo. And then set those feet down. And you guys can step yourselves off of your boxes. All right. So from our long box, we're going to switch to short box. If you're taller like me, go over your shoulder blocks. If you're a little shorter, you do not need to go over your shoulder blocks. So I'm going to add on 2 outside red springs. So we have 3 red springs on. And then I'm going to take my foot strap that's by my gear bar, and my feet are just going to go into the strap. Now, once we get feet into the strap, I'm going to keep my right foot in, and I'm actually just going to take my left foot out, and we're going to go into side sit-up. So we're going to sit on the left hip. Now, left leg can either be bent out in front of you like so, or it can be dangling out in front of you, or it can be wrapped underneath that right leg. I'm going to wrap mine, and then that right leg should be nice and long. Hands are going to go behind your head. We have 6 total. We're going to inhale and hinge the well, and then we're going to exhale and use those obliques to bring us back up. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, obliques bring us back up. We have 4, 3, 2, and then on this last one, hold, rotate your torso to the floor, hands go to the outside wooden frame of the carriage, and then just hold that stretch. Now if you want a deeper stretch, take your right hand and it can go to the left side and you can hold a deeper stretch. Let's take that right hand back, hands back behind the head, rotate the torso, last side sit up, and then we'll switch sides. So left foot in, right foot comes out. Whatever works best for you for your side sit-ups. I'm gonna bring my leg, or kind of curl my leg underneath, or hook it underneath. Hands behind the head, 6 total. Inhales, we go to the well. Exhale, back up. To the well, back up. Imagine that your body is in between 2 panes of glass, and you are never smudging that glass. 2 more. And then on this last one, hold, rotate the torso, hands to the outside wooden frame. If you want a deeper stretch, take the left hand, bring it to the right side, and just hold. Left hand back, hands behind the head, rotate the torso all the way up, and then we're gonna step off of our boxes. Okay, so once we step off the boxes, we're gonna take all of our springs off. And those foot straps can just go back down. All right, so all the springs come off. Take your short box. It's gonna go onto the wooden frame of your carriage, right by your foot bar, and then just make sure that it's not on your carriage. So it's just on the wooden frame, right by your foot bar. Carriage is kind of close to your box. You guys are gonna lie yourselves down onto your boxes, or onto your carriages, not on your boxes, sorry. Lie on your carriages, and then heels are going to come onto the box. Arms are going to be nice and long at your sides, and we're going to go in for some bridges. Now, idea behind this is to try to keep your carriage nice and still. If you can't, last resort, you can always hold on to the wooden frame of the carriage with your hands, but try not to. So we're going to start with an inhale in our neutral spines. On our exhale, we're going to take that marble, we're going to roll it to the 12, and we're just going to begin to peel our spines up off the carriage. Take an inhale at the top, and then on our exhale, roll the spines all the way back down. Inhaling in our neutral, and again exhaling as we flatten and we peel. Try to keep that carriage as still as you can. Take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, roll that spine all the way back down. Inhaling in your neutral, again exhale, flatten and peel your spines up. Holding at the top for an inhale, And again, exhale, roll that spine all the way back down. Inhaling in your neutral. Last one, exhale, flatten, peel that spine up. Use those glutes and those hamstrings. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll that spine all the way back down. Come right back into your neutral and just stretch your legs out. Give them a little break. All right, bend your knees. Bring that carriage back in. Sit yourselves off to the sides of your reformers. Keep the springs off. We're going to come kneeling onto your reformers. Forearms are going to go onto your box. Knees are going to be as close to the edge as you guys can get them so that we can get a further range of motion. And then toes are going to be curled underneath you. From there, we're going to press ourselves up into a plank position. So we're going to lift the knees, press the legs out, hold, and then we're going to pull the knees in and then press the legs out. Bend to bring it in, press it out. Inhale as you guys bend, exhale, press. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Bend the knees, carefully set them down, and then we're gonna do one more plank. So forearms around again, bring yourselves up into your plank. On an inhale, arms are gonna press out, and then arms are gonna pull back in. Arms are gonna press out, arms are gonna pull back in. Let's do 3, 2, last one. And then come down. All right, let's take your boxes off. Boxes can go back. We're gonna hang our straps back up on the pegs. And then we'll put 2 outside red springs on. Foot bars are gonna go to the top position. And then we'll lie down for feet and straps. So take those long loops. They can go onto your feet. And then let's just start with the legs up to the ceiling, just as high as you can hold your neutral spine. Legs are zipped together, feet should be parallel, and we're starting with leg circles. So we're gonna lower those legs straight down towards your springs, open them wide out to the sides, circle them around, and back up again. Going straight down, opening them wide, circling around, and back up. Just feeling that head of the femur circling around in your hip socket. Pelvis should be staying nice and heavy on that carriage. Exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you open and circle. Let's do a couple more. And then the last one. And then once you come back up, we're gonna pause and we'll reverse. Open the legs wide out to the sides, press them down and around, and then we're inhaling to hinge and bring it back up. So we're exhaling to open, press them down and around, inhaling to hinge, staying right into that neutral spine. So again, pelvis should just be lying nice and heavy. The head of the femurs are just circling around in your hip sockets. Ribs are all staying anchored down. Let's do 2 more. And then on this last one, once you zip your legs together, bring your legs up to about a 45-degree angle. Heels are together, toes are turned apart. Bend your knees in for a frog, stay in that neutral spine, and then exhale, press your legs back out. Inhale as you bend in for your frog. Exhale, press it back out. Inhale, bend. Exhaling as you press. Bend and press. Let's do 2. Last one. Press. Now when you bend and come in, let your low back go down into the mat. Headrests are going to go all the way down. We're going to go in for short spine massage. So we're going to press legs all the way out on our inhale this time. Exhale, legs are going to go up and over towards your brick wall. Bend your knees, frog your feet in, keep your feet, lose your seat, Roll your spine down. Think one vertebrae at a time to go down into the mat. Once you can't anymore, bring the heels back down towards your glutes. Press those legs out. Exhale, go up and over. I like when the carriage clicks in, so try to click that bumper in, bend, frog it in, keep the feet, lose the seat, roll your spines down. Draw those heels back down towards your glutes. Those are 2 more. Press it out. Exhale, go up and over. Bend, frog it in. Roll the spine down. Keep looking at your toes as long as you can. Bring those heels back down. And then the last one, up and over. Bend, frog. Roll that spine down. Maybe you notice you need a pedicure like me. And then let's just bring it into your prayer stretch. Heels high, or they can be low. And then let's take your right foot out. Right foot can either go onto the foot bar, it can go down onto the floor, it can go straight over the foot bar, straight underneath. And then you guys can either hold onto that strap or hang it up. I'm gonna hang mine up. And then just stretch out the back of that left leg. Hamstring stretch. Woo. Now we're going to take that leg, we're going to open it out to the side of the room for a little inner thigh stretch. Don't worry about your hips. And then from there, we're going to go across the body for our T stretch. Feel free to move that right leg around if you need to. Press that leg a little further down. I like to look away, so I stretch my neck too. And then bring that leg straight back up. Let's switch feet. So left foot can come out. Right foot can go in. Start with that hamstring stretch. Left leg, wherever feels comfortable, it can go onto the floor. It can go on the foot bar, straight over the foot bar, straight underneath the foot bar. Stretch out that hamstring. Mine are very tight right now. And then open that leg out to the side of the room. Get that inner thigh stretch. And then bring that leg across the body. Press it down towards the floor. Stretch out that IT. And then bring that leg straight up. Take it off your foot. You can hang it on up. You guys can sit yourselves off of your reformers. And you are all done for your day.